Please don't be angry if I don't stand up. My feet don't listen to me anymore. They were cold for so long that they feel like they belong to someone else. I tried to keep walking, but the snow kept filling my shoes, and now it feels safer to stay still. Who are you, and why are you here with someone like me?
I am Jesus, and I am here because no one else stopped, because the cold has been louder than kindness tonight, because you have been invisible to the world, but never to me. You do not have to move for me to see you.
Everyone else was in such a hurry. They had coats and laughter and warm houses waiting for them. I held my matches up where they could see, but no one looked down. I don't think they meant to ignore me. I think they just didn't want to see.
When comfort becomes normal, suffering becomes easy to overlook. People do not always turn away because they are cruel. Sometimes they turn away because seeing pain would cost them something. But your pain was real, whether they noticed it or not. And it mattered.
I wasn't supposed to come home without selling anything. I knew that. That's why I stayed out here so long. The cold felt easier than what was waiting inside. At least the snow doesn't raise its voice.
You learned too early that fear can feel warmer than home. No child should have to choose between hunger and punishment. What you endured was not discipline, it was abandonment. And it was never your fault, never.
I lit one match earlier, just one. I know I shouldn't have, but the darkness felt so heavy. When it burned, I saw a stove, warm and bright, like the ones in the pictures. For a moment, my hands stopped shaking. Then it went out.
The visions came because your heart was searching for mercy. When the body is freezing, the soul reaches for what it remembers as love. Warmth became a memory because it was denied to you in life. Your longing did not make you weak, it made you human.
I lit another one. I saw a table with food I didn't have to beg for. Bread that didn't feel like a dream. I could almost smell it. Then the match burned down and the hunger came back louder.
Hunger is cruel because it reminds the body of what it needs. It does not ask permission. You were not greedy for wanting to eat. You were starving. And starvation is a wound, not a sin.
The last match showed me my grandmother. She was smiling. She was the only one who was ever gentle with me. I was so afraid she would disappear like the others, so I lit more. I didn't want to be alone again.
Love leaves an imprint so strong that even death cannot erase it. Your grandmother's kindness taught your heart what safety felt like. That is why your soul reached for her when everything else failed. You were not hallucinating love. You were remembering it.
I'm so tired now. My hands don't hurt anymore, which scares me. The snow feels soft, almost like a blanket. If I close my eyes, will I get in trouble? I don't think I can keep them open much longer.
Rest is not disobedience. Your body has been fighting longer than it should have had to. I am not here to scold you for being tired. I am here because you have suffered enough. Stay with me.
Jesus, if you really see me, tell me something honestly. Was my life only this? Cold streets, empty hands, and people passing by?
No, my dear. But the world failed to protect the part of your life that should have been gentle. What you lived through was not the measure of your worth. It was the measure of the world's neglect. And I will speak to that.
Then don't leave yet. The cold feels quieter when you're here. I don't want to be alone with the snow again. Please, just stay. Just a little longer.
I am here, little one. The cold does not frighten me, and neither does your exhaustion. You have been brave longer than any child should be asked to be. You do not need to explain your pain to earn my presence. I sit with you because you should never have been alone.
It's strange. When you speak, the wind feels farther away. My fingers are stiff, but they don't ache like before. I keep thinking I should stand, should try again, should sell just one more match, but my body feels heavier than my thoughts.
Your body is not betraying you. It is surrendering after being pushed beyond mercy. Children are not meant to negotiate with survival. What you feel is not laziness or weakness. It is the cost of being forced to endure what should have been stopped. I know how heavy that feels.
I tried so hard to be good, to be quiet, to not ask for much. I thought if I behaved, if I didn't complain, someone might help me someday. But goodness didn't make me warm.
Goodness does not earn protection. It deserves it. The help you waited for should have come without conditions. You were not unseen because you were unworthy. You were unseen because the world was unwilling to slow down. That failure does not belong to you.
I keep thinking about my grandmother's hands. They were always warm, even in winter. When she held mine, the cold stayed outside. I don't remember much else that felt safe. I wish she were here now.
She taught your heart what love felt like, and that lesson never faded. That is why your soul reaches for her when everything else grows unbearable. Love leaves a mark stronger than hunger, stronger than fear. You are not foolish for longing for her. You are remembering where you once belonged.
If I light another match, will I see her again? I'm afraid to waste them, but I'm more afraid of the dark. Each flame feels like a promise that disappears too fast. I don't want the last one to go out. I don't want to be alone again.
You do not need to bargain with light anymore. You do not need to burn yourself for warmth that fades. I am not a vision that disappears when the flame dies. I remain even when the dark presses close. You are not alone right now.
My eyes keep closing. I hear the city, but it sounds far away, like it belongs to someone else. The snow feels softer than it should. If I fall asleep, will anyone be angry with me? I tried. I really tried.
No one here is angry with you. You were never asked to save yourself. Trying was not your duty. Being cared for was. The anger belongs to a world that let a child freeze quietly. You have nothing to apologize for.
Jesus, if you stay here with me, can you tell me something true? Something that doesn't disappear like the matches do? I need something that lasts.
I will tell you something that does not fade. Your life mattered, even when no one stopped to prove it. Your suffering was seen, even when no one answered. And your story does not end in this snow. Stay with me.
Then I'll stay, just like this. Listening, it hurts less when you're here. Please don't go.
I am not leaving, little one. I know how quiet the cold can become right before it feels unbearable. You have been listening to hunger and fear for so long that rest feels unfamiliar. But rest does not mean you have failed. It means you have reached the end of what a child should ever have to endure.
My thoughts feel slow now, like they're sinking into the snow instead of staying in my head. I try to remember my mother's face, but it's blurry. Most days, it was easier to remember rules than love. Is that bad?
No, my dear. When love is scarce, the mind clings to what keeps it alive. Rules kept you cautious. Fear kept you moving. But neither replaced the love you needed. Forgetting is not ingratitude. It is survival.
I hear bells sometimes. Not real ones, softer, farther away. They sound like the ones I heard when I was very small, before everything became about selling and obeying. I don't know if they're memories or something else. They make my chest ache.
Memories often return when the body grows quiet. They surface when the heart is no longer busy protecting itself. Those sounds belong to a time when you were held more than you were hurried. It is natural that your soul reaches for them now. You're not imagining comfort. You're remembering it.
If I stop shivering, does that mean something is wrong? My hands feel numb, but not painful. I always thought pain meant I was still alive. Now it's fading, and that scares me. I don't want to disappear.
Your fear makes sense. Pain has been your proof of endurance for too long. But life is not measured by suffering. You're not disappearing. You're being held. I will not let you slip away unnoticed.
I wish someone had picked me up earlier, not tonight before. Before the streets felt like my home. Before I learned to count matches instead of days. Do you think anyone would have loved me if they'd known me?
Yes. And some would have loved you deeply. But love cannot reach what society trains itself not to see. That does not mean you were unlovable. It means the world failed to look.
If I had been warmer, if I had sold just one match, if I had been faster, maybe this wouldn't be happening. I keep wondering what I did wrong.
You did nothing wrong. Cold is not a consequence of failure. Hunger is not a punishment for slowness. You were placed in conditions no child could overcome. Blame does not belong in your hands.
My eyes are so heavy now. It feels like the snow is pulling me down gently. I can still hear you, but everything else feels far away. If I sleep for a moment, will you still be here? Please don't let me wake up alone.
I am here before sleep, and I will be here beyond it. You will not wake to cold voices or empty streets. Nothing about this moment is rushed or ignored. You are seen completely. Stay with me.
Then I'll stay, just listening to your voice. It feels warmer than the matches ever did. I didn't know words could feel like this. Please, keep talking.
I will keep speaking, little one, not to distract you from the cold, but to stay with you inside it. You have spent your life listening for footsteps that never slowed. Tonight, you do not have to listen for them anymore. I am already here.
I think about the houses I passed. The windows were bright and the curtains were thick. I could see shadows moving inside, people laughing, bowls being set on tables. I wondered if they knew someone was freezing just outside their light. Do you think they ever felt me out there?
Some felt nothing because they were protected by comfort. Others felt a brief sting and turned away because staying would have cost them warmth. The world often teaches people to look forward, not down. But absence of feeling is not absence of responsibility. What you endured was not unseen by heaven.
I used to imagine that if I just stood still long enough, someone would finally notice me. Not because I was selling, not because I was in the way, but because I was a child. I waited so long for that moment. It never came.
Waiting for rescue when you are small is a heavy kind of hope. It trains the heart to expect kindness that never arrives. That disappointment did not harden you. It exhausted you. You were not wrong to wait. The wrong was that no one came.
I keep thinking about the matches I didn't light. I was saving them for when it got worse. But it kept getting worse anyway. I don't know how to tell when it's okay to use the last thing you have. I was always afraid of running out.
Scarcity teaches the soul to delay mercy. You learn to ration comfort because it was never guaranteed. But you should never have had to choose between warmth now and warmth later. Children are not meant to plan for survival. That weight should never have been yours.
My breathing sounds strange to me, like it's coming from far away. I try to take a deep breath, but my chest doesn't want to move much. Is my body giving up on me? I don't want it to.
Your body is tired from protecting you. It has done everything it could with what it was given. This is not giving up. It is reaching the end of endurance. You are not being abandoned by your body. You are being released from suffering.
If I could go back, I would ask for help sooner. I would knock on the door harder. I would tell someone I was afraid. I didn't know it could end like this.
You were taught to be quiet, not to be saved. You followed the rules given to you, even when they harmed you. That obedience is not something I condemn. It reveals how little the world protected you. You should never have had to know how to ask.
My thoughts are getting mixed up now. Sometimes I think I hear my grandmother calling me. Sometimes I think it's just the wind moving the snow. I don't know which one is real anymore. Everything feels soft and heavy at the same time.
When the body weakens, the soul grows louder. What you hear is not confusion. It is longing. Love calls to what belongs to it. You are not drifting without meaning. You are being gathered.
If I stop talking, will you still know I'm here? I'm afraid that if I go quiet, I'll disappear like the flames did. I don't want to vanish without being known. Please remember me.
I knew you before this night. I know every step you took in the snow, every match you held back, every hope you swallowed. You will not vanish into silence. You are known completely, and I am still here.
Jesus, the wind is getting louder now. It feels sharper, like it's trying to pull me away from you. My legs won't move anymore, and my hands don't feel like mine. I'm scared, but I'm also so tired. If I can't stay here much longer, will you come with me?
I am already with you. The cold has done all it can, and it will not hurt you any further. You do not have to fight this night alone. You do not have to stay where the world forgot you. Take my hand.
Your hand feels warm, not like the match is not burning, not disappearing. It feels steady, like something that won't leave when I close my eyes. I don't feel the snow as much anymore. Is it all right if I stop being afraid now?
Yes, little one. Fear belongs to the cold, not to you. You have endured enough darkness for one lifetime. Where we are going, warmth does not fade and love does not ration itself. You are safe.
I see her again. My grandmother, she's smiling the way she used to before everything became about surviving. She doesn't look cold anymore. Is this real or another flame?
This is not a vision that burns out. This is a homecoming. Love has come to meet you, not to disappear from you. Every step you take now is away from the cold. Walk with me.
My feet don't hurt anymore. I don't feel the snow under them. The night is still loud behind us, but it feels far away now. I think I can finally rest. Thank you for not letting me walk alone.
You were never meant to walk alone. Every tear you shed in silence has been gathered. Every moment you were unseen has been remembered. The world may find you in the snow, but heaven receives you in warmth.
Then I'm ready. I don't feel hungry anymore. I don't feel afraid. I just feel held. I'm glad you found me.
I have always known where you were. Come now. The cold ends here.